Hello YouTubers. In episode 2 of Undergrad Economics, we're going to talk about shifts in supply and demand. An equilibrium is where the supply and demand curve meet, but this equilibrium can be moved due to shifts in supply or demand. Now the price and quantity at the equilibrium are known as the equilibrium price and quantity. First, to understand shifts, you should know the causes of them and which direction the curve shifts for a certain event. First, we will start with demand. A right shift in demand is caused by an increase in quantity demanded at every price along the demand curve. That being said, a left shift is caused by a decrease of quantity demanded at every price along the demand curve. Now, to save room and time, I've put down shorthand for price and demand on my chart. You'll notice that there are complementary goods and substitute goods. For the complements, if the price goes up for one, the demand for the other good goes down. And if the price goes down for one, the demand goes up for the other, meaning they work in an inverse with each other. On the other hand, substitutes work together, whereas the price goes up for one, the demand for the other goes up. And as well as the price goes down for one, the demand will go down as well. Next is supply. A reduction in supply at every price on the supply curve will cause a left shift, while an increase in supply at every price on the supply curve will cause a right shift. Things that can shift the supply are costs of factors of production, such as machine inputs, hiring workers, and if those costs go up, you get a left shift, and if they go down, a right shift. Technology, which a good thing can be a better technology that helps increase productivity of a factory or workers, which is considered a good thing, and a right shift. And something bad in technology, which could be an outlawed technique or just disposal method, and it ends up costing you more, so it'll cost a left shift. The number of sellers can move the curve to the right because there's more being supplied to the market. And it will cause a left shift if there are less sellers, since there will be less supply in the market, thus less quantity. Nature can also cause a shift. I have it written down as a disaster. You can think of orange growers in Florida. If there's a major winter storm right when the oranges are about to be ready and it ruins the whole crop, there's less supply. Whereas if it's great weather, the supply will be up and it's a right shift. And expectations can also cause shift in the supply curve. This is because if prices are expected to be higher in the future, instead of selling, the suppliers will hold on to their inventory, thus reducing the quantity and supply in the market, causing a left shift. The inverse of this being, of course, that if they expect the price to be lower in the future, they're going to try and sell as much as they can while the price is high. Now, if you've been able to understand all of this, I have a test that you can try and see if you have grasped the concept. I expect you'll have to have copied my demand and supply slides and pause or rewatch this a few times to get it down pat. I'm going to give you a chart with 3 demand curves and 3 supply curves. You'll notice that this chart has them colored to help you out and has all of the equilibriums labeled. I've encountered this almost every semester for my undergrad economics degree, so being able to put all of this information together and pass this little test will be a big help for you. I will tell you an event, and you'll write down where the equilibrium should be after that event. I will say mark to let you know when to mark. And that goes into the end until I tell you the answers. First, we'll start off at equilibrium A. You'll notice at the very middle, and it's on the supply curve 1 and demand curve 1. Alright, a price of a complement goes down. Mark. A cost of a factor of production goes up. Mark. A price of a substitute goes down. Mark. A price of a complement goes up. Mark. The number of sellers increase in the market. Mark. A technological improvement comes along that makes productivity better and cheaper. Mark. Now I'll give you a few seconds to go over that. Alright, I literally meant 2 seconds. The answers should be that you went from A to F to D to Z to C to Y to E. If you want to do that again, you should have went from A to as in apple, F as in frog, D as in dog, Z as in zebra, C as in cat, Y as in yellow, and E as in emu. And thank you for all your time, YouTubers, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming up with more episodes soon.